How's it, guys? Welcome back to another Capestance vlog, and today we're going to be talking about the common faults you'll find on an E36 when you're looking at buying one. And at the end of the video, I'll give you guys like a little summary on the screen. You guys can screen grab it, so when you're looking at your next E36 purchase, you'll be able to go through the list and make sure all of these things are in order. The first place we're going to is Shamil BMW Spees. That's one of the second-hand places, that actually probably the only second-hand place I went to get all the replacement parts for this E36. They've got a lot of E36s that they're breaking up and that they've stripped, and you'll be able to see exactly where the rust is coming from, how it looks, because a lot of the time the rubbers and the covers and stuff are all covering the real problem, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like underneath. I'm out to Shamil Space and just going to walk through here and see if they're going to allow me to film. A disclaimer, it's not sponsored by Shamil's BMW, I'm just featuring them because I got a lot of stuff from them. How's it? Okay, so we're heading through to the back. I don't only do E36s, but it's one of their main cars. But as you can see, there's like, they've broken up a lot, and yeah, all these props came from a car, so they've broken up a couple of hundreds of cars already. And yeah, our first E36, another E36, there's another one, 3, 4, 5, 6. What else is here? Lots of 46s, 46 wagon, another one, there's some more. Here's the Cabrio, chassis laying flat on the ground, and check all the suspension parts here. There's a couple of sunroofs there at the back. There's another one. As you can see, that's why I'm here. It's a nice place to be able to show you guys the common faults. Yeah, I found one with a quarter cut out of it. Check this. The first thing, these cars are from 92 to 2000 models, and the first thing you need to look out for is the rust, because some of them are standing outside. The rust spots are the A-pillars and the window wipers, as well as the fender, like in the fenders, in the fender liners, and down the back windows where the water goes by the hinges, and then it falls obviously into the battery tray. The fender well, just have a look in here. That's one of the spots you don't really see because there's always a fender liner covering them up. The C-pillar, we've got the rust running down here. And generally you won't see that with the windscreen and the rubbers in. Check down here as well. This has all been covered up usually. And then at the bottom, the rust comes in here. At the bottom where the battery is supposed to be. Generally the chassis are quite solid. Check, here's more rust. And then, oops, falling down here. And here we go. In the gutters, this is where the rust builds up. Check here, down the A-pillar, and this you can't see. Oh, check here, rusted and underneath the front of the windscreen where the wipers go. And here's another spot under the seats, because usually the water can also go down here. Check how it's been sitting in the floor. Check there. And look at even further underneath the windscreen. And this one had a sunroof. I actually wanted to see this myself. So here we go. If you have a sunroof, this is the gutter systems. I'd like to know where these pipes go. Check here, all rusting here at the back, and you'll never know until you open up and check the rust starting underneath here. There. But for the most part, chassis looking pretty decent, even though it's sitting outside here exposed to the elements. This was another Alpine white E36. Check over there. Check another one on the A-pillar. So under these rubbers you might be able to spot some rust, but yeah, most of them rust in the battery. And it did at one point have grey leather. You can see the grey carpets. Let's check what else is in here. That's what the roof liner looks if it doesn't have a sunroof. Yeah, check here from the bottom. The rust on the A-pillars. No rust really at the back, just minor spots from damages. Some rust starting there. I want to show you guys the floor. The cars that had a lot of work done, generally they just shoved the jack underneath and just jacked up the chassis, messed up. So I don't know if you can see there. Okay, I found a really bad one, really rusted up. So as you can see here, check how rotten it is under the front and along the floor. Got a nice straight 6 here, 93356, and it's a 2.5. Looks like a automatic box. Yeah, there's the old levers. You can see by the size this thing is rusting. Another one with the sunroof gone. I wanted to come here to give you guys an idea of what's the worst they can look like and also what's the best. Check at the back here. Okay, so that's the rust spots. The other stuff is more mechanical things, so that I'll speak about on my car. Which one? You're not Mark from the Shamil's piece. One of the guys that's always been helping me out, giving me all the stuff I need.
Yeah, we must get the car on the road.
Yeah, a lot of the cars from Shamil's, and Mark has been always, assisting and willing to assist and let me scavenging around in the back of the yard. Yeah. But yeah, shots.
Fine if you can take it.
But yeah, they know I'll be back probably again in the next month or two.
Yeah, spin the tires off.
Yeah, come get to see the wheels.
But how's it driving now, lekker?
Nah, lekker. It's just now. And the shocks rubbers that I didn't replace the top motor I told you.
Yeah.
The rubbers is like worn right around. Now the steering started to develop like a slight wobble. And so now I'm saving to put the top hats and the coilovers my one time. But other than that, the motor and the gearbox is smooth. So that 15s, the TSWs, the Hockenheims, I'm gonna use that for the rear spinning. But I got a set of 17s as well.
Okay.
That's the first set I'm gonna use on there with the coilovers and all that.
I don't know if you like that. That is usually like the thing, sir.
The motorsport wheels.
Yeah, but that is a seat there and what's it?
Yeah. How much you want for that? But yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. Okay guys, so we just finished up here by Shamil, and I'm gonna go find a spot now. I'll show you guys the other faults. As I showed you guys, most of the structural faults that you need to check out for, a lot of them also start rusting underneath the window rubbers. And next thing you need to check is engine wise. Open up the engine. So one of the main things that causes the car to idle funny is the idle control valve. So let me actually start the car, show you guys this. Okay, so you want to check also, let's see, that's the handbrake light, and that light over there is the brakes. So the brakes, my rear brake pads and discs, I never changed, I just done the front. And obviously you check the dash to see if there's any lights, and whatever the lights are, they're already telling you that there's something wrong. The idle control valve, that's what obviously controls the idle. If the car is not idling well and stalls on itself, you need to replace the idle control valve. And not that expensive to replace, but it's something that will make it seem as if it's a big problem. Next thing is the coolant system. So the housing, the fan, the pipes. I mean, I've done maintenance on it, but you can check my coolant bottle. The cap has started leaking, so I don't know what it is. But if you see there is a coolant problem on the car that you're looking at, it's most likely that there's going to be some engine problems with regards to like either blown gasket or the rings are fried, which happened to my car. If your rings are fried, the car is going to smoke white. So as you can see now, we're on idle, absolutely no smoke. So let me just give you guys a look and see. No smoke. So yeah, I just did the engine over, rings, big end bearings, and the whole that engine part costed about 15 to 20k, including labor and parts, including machining the head. The Vanad unit sometimes goes. So with this being a 96 model, all the rubbers have perished. So the hoses, all these hoses, I mean, check my shop top mounts, finished. Check over here, under the tappet cover, all these nuts, I had to replace all those rubbers, and basically all the things that keep coolant in or keep something together that has rubber eventually will perish, and it's quite a little bit of maintenance to do all of those things, and all of those leaks will cause for something to break, and eventually you're going to need to replace all of that. So yeah, rough idle is the idle control valve. If it's burning oil, the rings are finished, so that means the rings around the pistons is letting the oil go into the engine, and it will burn out white smoke. Yeah, I'll show you guys a clip of when we just finished the box and we took it for a test drive and show you all the smoke I got. So that was when I drove it when it was automatic. There was actually a decent amount of smoke, but I thought it was enough to be able to still enjoy it for 6 months. But when the manual box was in, we obviously revved it out a bit, and the thing smoked so bad, and also the oil pushed up from the engine into the chambers and wet the plugs. That's how bad the rings were. I'll load a photo of the rings to show you how gone they were. So that's the list of things that you need to look at on E36s. I'm going to post the list up for you guys now, and you'll be able to screen grab this list. If there's anything that you guys feel like I've missed out, comment down below, and to help the guys that are going to be buying E36s. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the content, give me a nice like, and I'll see you on the next vlog.